Fast cars, fast service. Visit lebhobbies.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Slot Car News. We have a fair bit of news to get to, and we do have that rumor that I mentioned a day or two ago. We are going to start off with some exclusive slotted news, by the way. The GR010, the GR10, probably that. Maurizio is going to be racing it in a 24-hour digital race this weekend. That's pretty cool. The one that you see here is the prototype that he's going to use for that race. And I assume that this will be on sale at some point soon. It does look really, really nice. And it's really awesome that not only does he make really good-looking cars, but, actually races them. A lot of companies don't actually do that, believe it or not. You'd be surprised, folks. You really would. We have pictures of the new Aurica, also from Slotted. This looks really cool. I really love the Rebellion liveries that he does, that Rebellion do. They tend to have a little bit of a metallic part to the decoration, like you see here on this car. It looks really cool, and another great car coming from Slotted. I'm sure it's going to be a ripper too. Then again, aren't they all from them? We have a really excellent set from Avant Slot. This it's the Renault team with a pair of little Renaults that you see here. These are cute, but I think the van is definitely the pick of the litter on this one. I love, as you might imagine, that Avant does this kind of really oddball stuff. And this van, I think, is just superb looking. Wow, this looks great. I'm sure these are going to be fairly spendy when they actually do show up here in the U.S. But, it's just a great bit of fun, isn't it? I think so. We have Area 71 with, speaking of a good bit of fun, they have this twin pack, I guess you would say. Twin kit set? Probably, yes, that's probably better. It is a 250 LM Ferrari and a 499P, and the cars come with trophies. These are Le Mans winners, as you might imagine. They celebrated this last weekend on their page, and rightly so. They make some really gorgeous shapes on these cars, in real life and in slot car form. And there we have it. A really, really interesting pair of cars coming from Area 71. SRC is showing us some CAD files of the new Audi Quattro that they're working on. Baby, they do not disappoint when they make a car. There's some really excellent shapes on this car. Of course, there's just going to be some incredible detail, I am sure. And just like every SRC car, it'll go. It'll really, really go. And I expect this one will be no different. No word on whether it'll have four-wheel drive. I bet it will. SRC are just crazy enough. I don't know what I'm talking about. That I'm sure it'll be a fast car no matter what. Speaking of fast cars, will these be fast? Probably, because Scale Auto is doing them. These are 124 scale Grand Prix cars that you see here. We have some really gorgeous 124 scale Grand Prix cars that you see here. Pre-Formula One days, of course. And if you like to see some entertaining video, go search these cars on YouTube. Boy, howdy, how they got going as fast as they did with these skinny little tires on these cars, I don't know. That's when racing was racing, wasn't it? I'm sure these cars are going to go like hell because we have, all of the Scale Auto goodness under there, as well as some really nice detail. Yes, I'm sure these cars will come in painted form. Before you know it, we'll have something to put on the track. and really enjoy. I'm sure these are just going to be, great fun. That's the end of the news, by the way. Come back right after this, and I will break down. It won't take too long, I don't think. It'll be self-explanatory. The rumor that I've learned about this week. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, it appears that Scalextric is looking for a U.S. distributor, which is an interesting thing because I worked for them here, and we were an arm of the company, and we distributed here in the U.S. The fact that they're looking for a separate outside distributor makes me think that they will not be distributing them themselves here anymore, which is a little surprising, guys. I have heard that there's a lot of news swirling around. I did get a lot of rumors, I should say. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because I pretty much have 3 confirmations of this from different folks in the industry, pretty much mostly dealers, I should say. It was interesting to find out that they appear to have it nailed down to about 3 possibilities. I will not name those 3 possibilities. I have heard from several people which dealers here in the U.S. that might be. Very surprising that they would be taking this step. I mean, I'm not going to speculate further than just to kind of repeat what I have heard here. I'm not going to, go into ramifications here or there. Once this happens, which I do expect to happen by the end of this year, we'll talk about that then. Maybe not. Yeah, but it's really quite surprising to have heard this. Have not asked Scalextric to comment about this. I doubt they would want to comment on the record about anything. I wouldn't want to put them in a position of having to deny it because I am positive about what I heard. Let's say that. And they're all from people that are very, very reliable folks. I wouldn't say it if these people weren't, 100% trustworthy people in what they told me. Also, I did already do a video about this, but it is worth mentioning again on a completely separate topic. The fact that Carrera are getting a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean just a tremendous amount of new products into the U.S. very, very soon. 22 containers is beyond comprehension for a shipment as far as I'm concerned. When I worked for Carrera, I think the most containers at once we had, that was English, by the way, the most number of containers was, I think, 6 at one time. and that was like, November-ish, right before Christmas time, or yeah, I mean, end of October, beginning of November. Regardless, I think it was 22 containers on the water presently is a shocking amount of product to have to check in, warehouse, and store. I'm sure most of it's going to go out pretty quickly because I know, people have been waiting for a few things now for a while, let's face it, because of the awful shipping considerations, let's just say. Also, I believe I was told that those containers are going to be getting here sometime, and this is very, very, very general, sometime end of August. That's when they will get here. I mean, shipping containers take pretty much at a minimum 6 weeks to get to the U.S., and that's, if something doesn't get stuck where they want to search it or just check. I mean, the customs folks, wow, they are persnickety. In any case, a lot of news to go over there. I mean, the Carrera thing I got directly from Carrera, so that's none of that is rumor. That's all confirmed. Again, the time frame is probably end of August ish, sometime around there. Good news for Carrera because they're going to have a fair amount to sell for Christmas. Hopefully, hopefully all of it doesn't go out immediately. I don't see tariffs getting any better in anytime soon, quite frankly. There. Yes, I think that's all of it. Thanks a lot, guys, for sticking through the news, for sticking through the rumor mill, which is maybe a first here on Slot Car News. I like to deal in facts and news, not necessarily in rumor, but I felt that it was necessary to discuss this one. So, in any case, see y'all very soon. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the comments on the recent videos and the likes and the shares. Really means a lot, guys. See you soon.